I'm John Craven with BevNET, and I'm here with Ray Latif, and we're at the 2015 Expo West show out here in Anaheim. So now we're going to do a little roundup of new products that we saw, and we're going to try to distill this down into just 12 standout products that we saw collectively as the BevNET team at the show here. So I'll start off. First one for me was the Forager product, tomato avocado. Really like kind of how unique that flavor was, something very different in terms of cold pressed juice. So that's the first one.
Yeah, it had a little bit of that gazpacho kind of feel and flavor to it. Really tasty stuff. I really like the rebrand that, or the new bottle at least, that Live Kombucha Soda did. It's a really standout. It's a custom mold, really nice looking bottle. They were talking about how it's going to be able to fit on the shelf with the market leader, as we all know. But it's a really nice looking product.
And no longer looks like soda, which I think is a great step for them.
For sure.
So next one for us is Temple Turmeric, formerly Turmeric Alive. Really like the new look of the product. They've spelled turmeric right, which is great. But it's got a really sort of like nice positive design to it. So
for sure, that temple kind of motif, and that might actually evolve into something where they don't even use turmeric and it's more for a platform. But yeah, really nice looking redesign. Yeah, so another product we saw that's new at the show is the Daily Greens half pint line, focused on kids, but can be consumed by adults obviously as well. Really nice packaging and a formulation that's pretty friendly for any consumer.
Yeah, I think anyone who's sort of trialing cold pressed juice, that's a great offering that they've come up with.
For sure.
Next one was the Harmless Harvest coffee flavor, which is something that I think, that packaging alone, it's really sharp with the sort of black and white color scheme. Their combination of coffee and coconut water, it just uses 2 ingredients. I think it's a really timely offering for them. Not that they're the first to do coffee, but, the packaging and the flavor combined, I really think that's a great one.
Yeah, a lot of interest from the show about that product. We heard a lot of people talking about it, and it's an interesting play for them. That whole idea of having a little bit of a caffeine boost in your coconut water is something that's pretty interesting. Honey Drop extended their line of raw honey products. Really tasty stuff. Those their 4 new SKUs are both functional and refreshing, and they brought the price point down. So instead of $9.99 for the Manuka honey, their local the Manuka honey is now $6.99, and their local-based honeys are $4.99 a pop.
And I think they're also just a testament. You look at how far they've come since their beginning, whatever it was, 6 years ago, something like that. And I think it's really cool just to see that transformation where they've really got a nice lineup now. Mm-hmm. So the next one for us is Genius Juice, who recently just reformulated a bunch of their flavors and also added a new beet flavor. I think they've really kind of found a sweet spot for their coconut smoothies. Taste great. They have some that are thicker, some that are thinner. Really like what those guys are doing.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about differentiating in the cold pressed juice category, and that's clearly a good differentiator. It's a thicker kind of product, meal replacement focused product, and their 8-ounce size is perfect for people for that on the go and who don't need the big 16-ounce format. One of the other things we saw was Sling Shot, a relatively new brand that has a new plant protein product. It's infused with a lot of really cool stuff, including turmeric and chia. Pretty timely stuff, and that crunch that they have on the outside that you can add to the product is it's a really nice tasting product, a little less viscosity than a lot of yogurt drinks that we've had.
Yeah, and I think it's also, one of these like experiential products where, adding the sort of dry, crunchy ingredients to like the wet liquid. I mean, it makes something very unique in that you're not eating or drinking this sort of soggy stuff that's been in the bottle for a while. So the next one, and it really seems crazy to, talk about cola at an Expo West show here, but it's the LaCroix, their sparkling water with cola flavor. Nicola, excuse me. It's one of those products like you just would never imagine, but it's, a sweetener-free, clear, cola-flavored sparkling water, and I was completely skeptical when we were about to try it, but it really, they did a great job with that product.
Yeah, nice-looking package, just enough flavor for it to be refreshing, but also flavorful kind of beverage. So the next standout beverage for us here at BevNet was Revive's Kombucha's new Ascend white tea kombucha. Really tasty formulation. It's housed in the new package, new label that they have out there. It's a really, really interesting entry into the kombucha category that seems to be a pretty refreshing and also manageable flavor for a lot of people.
So last but not least is Core Shots. It's a line of right now 2 flavors, HPP, 2-ounce shots. Comes in a ginger and a turmeric flavor. Why we like this one, tastes great, really well put together. And I think the uniqueness of the business model, which is, really distilling down the functionality of cold pressed juice into a really simple format.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it's just something that right now the category's lacking. You don't see too many of those kinds of shots. And, talking about differentiating yourself, that's one way to do it.
Definitely. So that's the end of our 12 standout products from 2015 Expo West. Not to diminish any other products. We've got lots of other roundups that include plenty of other products here at the show. So thanks for watching.